was problematic. Like it would be hard for folks to wrap their mind around that. And now I'm going to be competing in cycling races and competitions. Like they'll ask, are you hot with that on? Like you got your arms covered, you got your legs covered, it's hot. And I just say the same thing I always say, like I'm used to it. Cycling is for us too. And I'll never forget, Yasmin and I were talking, and she's like, Ajua, I have like almost no sports apparel. And Yasmin was wearing a tunic from a bathing suit.
I thought it was so inspirational, getting to see this Black Muslim woman getting into cycling, which is generally a white dominated field, I would say, or sport. There's always different barriers. Like when you have a male dominated sport, being a woman breaking through is one thing. But then being Black is a whole other thing. And then being Muslim is a whole other thing. And I think it's really beautiful that the group that she was joining was so accommodating and welcoming, um, which is just wonderful to see. And you can see how much she gains from cycling, like personally within herself and her soul and her spirit, but also with community. And then she was able to form her own group with, other girlfriends and really have that support. And I like what she was saying about how there's this assumption or stereotype within the Black community that we don't support each other. And that it's kind of every man for himself. But this is really the opposite. She's like, my girls are down for whatever, whenever. And I think it's just so beautiful to see. So
I loved the way that they opened this. They did a really ingenious idea of showing the audio meter with the subtitles underneath it. And I thought that that was very unique and very different. And it was so clever. It was really, really intriguing. I loved the fact that this was all about cycling and the group of them and how the camaraderie amongst them and how they have each other's backs, and everybody is there to help each other. And that was amazing. All of this was amazing, and it was shot so beautifully. They really did a great job in shooting this, and it's kind of this is a group of people that, sitting back as a viewer, the way that this was shared and told, you want to go out and you want to get in touch with them because you want to know these people. They sound that cool. You want to go and grab your bike and go cycling with them.
I liked that it highlighted the importance of inclusion in sports and activities and how easy it is just to make those little adjustments that will help include a whole new group of people into your activity or your sport, and how easy it is to make things accessible for others, so easy that it should be done all the time. I thought that the cinematography was beautiful and how they included all of these really pretty insert shots for their documentary. So we have these beautiful shots of like the sun reflecting on these bikers' eyes and how the wind picks up their headscarves or just the details of on their bikes. So there's really beautiful insert shots in this documentary, just really helped elevate it. Yeah, I really liked the emphasis. I think the theme came through in this, and the emphasis on found family and feeling like you belong to something bigger than yourself. I think all the women in this and their interviews helped to emphasize that theme, and just to hear how much they enjoy this and how much they have gotten from this experience.
The togetherness of it, I really like. The community, the women empowerment, Black women empowerment, just everything about this. I really like the message. The pacing went by really fast and was really well done as far as keeping my interest. And actually, I really liked what the lead woman said about how being out there riding her bike gave her a feeling of calmness and being rested, and just the fresh air and the sun gave her power and changed her psyche. I think this is a very inspiring documentary, and whether you like to cycle or something else, just go out and do it and create a community maybe too, so that you're supported on the days you don't feel like doing it.
Great on these women particularly the protagonist, the one that the documentary's following, for being able to stick to her own religion, find ways to still be able to cycle and feel good about herself without breaking her covenants that she's made to God. That way she can still feel good about herself while hanging out with the other women and bicycling. It's amazing to go from New York to Philadelphia on bicycles in one day. That sounds exhausting. And I'm amazed at the physical health that they're able to do this. It's wonderful that she's willing to tell her story about how far they're willing to go, what her personal story is as a wife, as a mother, as a woman of faith, and that she's willing to show that she's not willing to compromise her morals to do what she loves, like so many people are. She does it while still being herself.
It definitely created a vibe. It made me want to go cycling, go pick up my bike, go give me a bike and go ride around. I definitely was rocking with the vibe. And I always gotta support my sisters or whatever. So that was cool. Yeah, it was really well done. The shots were also really really nice and aesthetically pleasing. So